Well, I hadn't considered coming back quite so soon, but this is a top of the table clash against Man United, and it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Couple of things to bring you up to date with. First of all, our Paolo Ruggiero no longer linked to Tottenham because I put him on a whacking great big contract to keep hold of him. Yeah, in short, it was beginning to get to a point when they were saying that he was interested in a potential move, and I thought, well, let's just give him a bumper contract. So he's here till 2035 with a release clause of 150 million, which is a lot. 155, sorry. I might live to regret that because we had quite a lot of available wage budget, and that's obviously been depleted. This is not me. I assume it's an under 8. Yeah, okay, under 18 or under 21. So we've been in really good form, just winning. The last game against Aston Villa was literally two late goals. We got a penalty in the last couple of minutes. Again, we made loads of changes like Lee House starting. I think I took him off at half time because it just wasn't working. Villa, considering that they're like down in 15th and it was at home, like we really struggled against them. So really pleased to get the win. We've been on an amazing run of form. Beat Liverpool, who were like up there, like fighting for the title with us. So they're sixth now, but they were like up there in the top couple. They didn't get a sniff. If I showed you this game, you couldn't imagine like the lack of XG from a Liverpool point of view. We battered them. Look at that, 2.54 to 0.03. We absolutely battered them. Like only scored like once, as you can see. Like could have scored many more. And it's kind of the story of like how we're playing at the moment. Really, is like we like scoring like the odd one or two and picking up these wins. But in truth, we deserve much more. We've had our youth intake preview. And to be honest, like it's a real mixed bag. Like poor intake, but for some reason we've got a central midfielder. It looks like a central attacking midfielder with a large potential. So we'll have to see when that comes through. I think it's usually around late March time. So we're fortunate enough. We've got a full strength squad here. We've had Galixon, who's unfortunately out with flu. He came to me and said, I want to play more games. I looked and thought, do you know what? I don't want to lose you just yet. I think he's going to be really important for us for this run-in. Good Premier Division, close to full potential. I don't want to lose him. Hopefully we'll get someone make a bid for Jim Patton and Ben Webber. They came through our youth system. They're just not developing. I think it's Palace are in. And it's a real shame, but they're not developing. I've got Lee House now, who I want to give an opportunity to. And Ben Webber's just blocking that now. So it's going to have to be goodbye Ben, hopefully in January. Jim Patton as well. Like we've got, is it Rogan Ingri, this chap here, who is another player. Massive potential there. Deserves an opportunity. So I'm going to start investing that game time into these players and hopefully bring them on. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of money. What's that? So 30. Say we get 10 for Jim Patton, and say we get for Webber, he was for about 20. Say we get 15. That's an extra 25 million in the kitty. Obviously Williams is already gone, so we need to actually. That's one thing. We need to buy a centre back, like a developing centre back that we can kind of use as backup. I don't think we've got anything in the dev centre or like the under 21s, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we had a big clear out before, so these are all on loan. And Paul Horseman is a goalkeeper. Yeah, Ben Webber. So Charlie Merkin, possibly. Like it's just not going to. He's 5'11" as well, so definitely not. So that's one area, and what I'll probably do is obviously this is the Man United game. It's a crunch top of the table clash. After this will probably be the transfer deadline day, because I've got a feeling a few things are going to happen. Beltramini, someone seems to be in for Beltramini. He wants a new contract, which is why he's unhappy. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I want to give it to him purely because, all right, he's not on a lot, but he's not developing. He's supposedly a wonder kid, but I don't see it, and I can't give him the game time he wants really, especially not now that we've got Gulixon and Prodan. So um, he might be another one that we have to move on. So that's a lot of outgoings, and we probably have to get these replace these players basically, even if they're just backup. But if not, we'll keep him to the end of the season, sell him in the summer. If an offer comes in, we will negotiate. And another player actually is Mika Beereth. He keeps so there's no official. There's been a few stories in the press about him. He is an England international, um, and like I'm quite happy to use him at backup. I fully expect him eventually to get fed up of playing sort of second fiddle to Cake and kind of agitate for a move. Don't know if it will be in January, but I think this is a really good opportunity this season to win us a title, and I want us to do it. So let's go ahead. It's Man United. It's Man United. It's at Old Trafford. I dare say we won't get any penalties given for us. But look at that front. That's familiar, isn't it? Rashford, Fernandes, and Sancho. What are we in? Just gone 2031. So it's about 8 seasons into the future. Bearing in mind this save started in FM23, and they've still got Rashford, Fernandes, and Sancho, which I dare say won't be the case in real life by this time. Nothing happening. I would take a draw if I'm honest in this game. To begin with, I've gone for quite a defensive, balanced, vertical tiki taka. The deep line playmaker. And I'm happy at the moment that there's no Aicio with his obligatory yellow card. He gets booked every game without fail. Southampton scored with Baggio, our former player. Ordanis. Prodan to Aicio. Finds Ruggiero. We need him to have a decent game. Jake James on the gallop. That's a great ball in Ordanis. That's 1-0. And he has been in fantastic form. He got Player of the Month, and he got some sort of like European or South American award as well. One of which he dedicated to me for his love for me. So yeah, pleased with that. And Ordenes has really like, considering that he was neck and neck with Webber for like game time like last season. Yeah, he's just made it his own, to be honest. And that's another goal at the back post. A little bit disappointed with Cake. He hasn't turned up yet today. Prodan as well. Cool. Let's encourage them on. Don't wither away in the second half. They've taken Bruno Fernandes off. Must be getting on a bit now. I won't look in game, but I'll look at him sort of post game. But Bruno Fernandes must be sort of mid-30s, isn't he? Right, let's make a few. I mean, we don't need to worry about making too many subs and upsetting the balance, but it's fair to say Beereth deserves to come on if Kate can't do the business. Prodan as well. Ooh, hee hee hee. See, this is. I would have brought Gulixon. Well, I would have started Gulixon, to be fair. We'll use Beltramini, but we'll use him in the deeper role and let Ruggiero bomb on a bit. Not that we need a goal, but I think that's probably the best option. Man United have equalised while I'm faffing with this. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I bet you as well it was like, yeah, we'll make the changes anyway because those players weren't performing. I bet you anything it was like a worldie from about a million miles out. Yep. How did I guess? We always concede goals like that in big games. Rashford's knackered. Pedroni underperforming. So is the right back. Right, we'll bring Mick Kelly on for Pedroni because I trust him. And something I tried out in another game is Danilo Passos as the other centre back, and then Ramos playing as the right back. Like, it sounds a bit weird, but he can play out there, and his attributes, bearing in mind we play with a wing back on support, his attributes do kind of fit it. Like, yeah, he's playing out there basically for the remainder of this game, because Queluz actually does need a rest. I mean, we've taken off 4 players that were massively underperforming there. And this is a highlight. It's not one of those little highlights where it this doesn't look good. Although Rashford's knackered, Queluz will pick that up. Player that I'm just about to take off. Keeper, Semedo. Ramos, some sort of cheeky flick. That's audacious. This is looking dangerous to me. We're sort of playing with our food a bit too deep there. Oh, poor pass as well. Who was that? It was Beltramini. And Rashford, by the way, who is knackered, has done nothing all game. Well, I think, to be honest, I think Beltramini has probably sealed his exit from the club with that. That was dreadful. Awful giveaway. And what we're going to have to do is chase the game. We'll put Ruggiero up there. So we've got Biereth. That's not a bad front three. I mean, Biereth on his day can perform well. See, they've all played well. Jake James is getting tired, but that doesn't seem to matter in this. Oh, I don't know. Can I play? And this is dangerous. I kind of feel like we've got to go for it. So we're going to bring on Gomez. He's going to play on the left. We're going to play Ruggiero in here with James on the right and Ordanes just behind. I think we'll go Ruggiero there. We'll play Beltramini as a deep line playmaker on defend mode. This is really dangerous, and I can see us getting probably conceding again here. But you've got to try these things. And Beltramini can. Oh, Biereth is through. What? Okay, thanks for that. I'm sure it was Beltramini that gave that away. I'm sure it was. Just rewatching the highlight here. Okay, well, okay. Yes, we saw that bit. Thank you. Semedo as well, missing the header. I'm pretty sure it's Beltramini that gave it away. Come on, we need something. Go attacking. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Nothing. Not a sausage. All right. Bit of a reality hit there. So we did exactly. Look at that again. Out XG'd them. We out. Honestly. And I'm actually going to say to you and to you, both of you supposed to be bloody strikers. You two didn't play well enough today. Fed up of out XGing teams and struggling. Still, we got a couple of yeah, no, could have done with at least drawing that. Got Hull in a couple of days' time. On my birthday, actually, very nice. Ipswich in disappointing collapse. I agree. To be honest, I'm not happy with that. Wayne Rooney. I don't raises fitness concern. Stamina 17, natural fitness 16. He's always bloody tired. Alright. Yeah, not interested in him. So, all right, I think what we'll probably do is come back for the transfer deadline day, and hopefully we will manage to move on a couple of these players. And yeah, Beltramini, his days may well be numbered after that little giveaway.